Like y'all, I turned off trying to flip my Bible. And that's the definition of the truth behind chess. The battle between light and darkness, okay? So it says, wail, O oaks of Bashan, because all of them wicked ass niggas gonna scream for their lives. For the thick forest has come down. It says, this is the sound of wailing shepherds. That's them pastors that's gonna get killed because they want to hide in a church because God never revealed no knowledge to them. They don't know what's about to happen to them. And some of them do know what's about to happen to them. Salakia, they do know what's happening to them. Let me bring that back. They know it was wrong to them in the Bible, but they liked it to turn up. They like the attention of the people. So it says, there's a sound of wailing. All these people are going to be dying. And they're going to be screaming their ass off, okay? It says, for the pride of the Jordan is in ruins. It says, thus says Yahweh Shem Shai. It says, the Most High says, feed the flock for slaughter. All these people, all these niggas and these the wicked two-thirds in the Bible. Them wicked angels that said, crucify Yahweh, okay? Them wicked angels that keep pushing the false Jesus Christ doctrine, and they know in the Bible it tells you that Yahweh Shai is black. So y'all Negroes and y'all Mexicans, y'all Indians, y'all the wicked fallen angels that keep making shit work. You keep thinking that the white man is your God. He's not God, okay? He ain't nobody. He just a fucking demon. That's all that he is. So it says, whose owners slaughter them and feel no guilt. That's the white man. He don't care about the black people. Be like, oh, just another nigger. Don't worry about him. We got plenty of more niggers. Boy, this shit about to be bad, my nigga. This war about to be fucked up. But I'm ready. So it says, those who sell them say, blessed is Yahweh. No, yeah, blessed is the Lord, because they didn't know the Lord's name. For I am rich, and their shepherds do not pity them. That's right. The pastors don't even want to tell them the slave trade. They don't even want to tell them what's going on. So God said, I wouldn't go get the real niggas, and we gonna tell you. We gonna tell you. So it says, lucky y'all, this my backpack cutting off my circulation to my arm. My arm almost dead. But it's a beautiful day, and we're gonna continue. So it says, for I will no longer pity and have the inhabitants of the land, the invaders. It says Yahweh. But indeed I will give everyone into his neighbor's hand, and into the king, into the hand of his king. So what God is trying to tell you about the collapse? How about you ain't gonna have no food, no lights, no gas, and you're gonna have to go and take it from your neighbor. Your best friend gonna be your enemy. Your closest family member gonna be your enemy, okay? Because America's collapsing. There's no more dollar. There's no more food coming. Antarctica is melting at an alarming rate to the point to where it shot the fucking soil. This white man ain't coming back. This white man is done. I'm not supplying America no more. Let my people go. So it says, I will no longer pity the inhabitants of the land, says Yahweh. But indeed I will give everyone into his neighbor's hand, and into the hand of his king. They shall attack the land, and I will not deliver them from their hand. And that's the Negroes. They not going to escape them. Okay? That's how powerful the Negroes are. You're not going to escape them. These white niggas going to die by the hand of them. So it says, and then after the day, the blacks going to die with them too. It's both ways. Because they didn't believe. So God is going to use the 2/3 to pave the way for the 144,000. And no, actually, he's going to use 144,000. Okay? But the 2/3 is meant to pave the way for the 1/3 of the 144,000. Because the 144,000 is going to be cutting the 2/3 down. So he's going to use it to pave the way. So we can get out of here. And God hates these pastors. He hates these pulpit pastors. It's too hot for them to come out. They don't want to come out from their $4,000 car. They don't want to come out and tell nobody what they need to know. They don't. So this is what God said to the shepherds, to them pastors that's hiding in the churches. And God closed the churches down, and you still in there trying to preach and trying to make your money. You're going to beat the fuck out these pastors and their followers. So it says, So I feed the flock for slaughter, in particular the poor of the flock. That's the people that don't have no knowledge, and they didn't want to know who God was. So it says, I took for myself 2 staffs, the one I called beauty, and the other I called bonds, and I fed the flock. So he fed them with the word, okay? It says, I dismissed the 3 shepherds in 1 month, and that he killed the pastors that quick, and he was closing their churches down. So 3 shepherds in 1 month, meaning that the churches started closing down, okay? Because they couldn't afford it. So it says, my soul loathed them. He hated these pastors, and their soul also abhorred me. They hated God too. Meaning that they didn't like the fact that God was white. They didn't want to, black. They didn't believe that. They just grew up of what they believed, and it was a whole lie. They even knew slavery. They didn't care. They came up with so many different ways to fucking re-break the Bible down in front of you, and you know that you're right. You know that you got the proof. You've seen the chariot with your own eyes. Okay? I've seen the chariot before when I was 8 years old. It came and it gave me something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it gave me, and Lord willing that they come back for me. But it gave me something. It put something on my forehead. I don't know what it is, but legend has it that they call it the Dawah, the mark of God, okay? So some of us might have the mark. I don't know if I got the mark or not, but that day that I seen the chariot, it gave me something. I don't know, but it gave me something. It sure gave me hope, because when I realized what that was, I thought it was a UFO. No, that was Yahweh coming to visit us in the wilderness. And where we was at was slave trade ground. That's why my auntie and them had a cotton tree in the back, because the Negroes was in slavery back then. And there was cotton trees everywhere in Leona Valley. God's so beautiful, he make it snow in the summer. That's the cotton trees, man. Cotton trees, in the fall. And the cotton trees, during the spring, they bloom. And however they do, it's lucky, y'all, because I'm kind of hyped up. You know what I'm saying? And they bloom, you know what I'm saying? And they rain cotton storms. They used to call it cotton storms out there in Leona Valley. Because out there in California, Leona Valley, and Palmdale is racist ground. That's all slave trade land. From the wine field to the cotton field. Man, white man, your ass is grass. That's all I gotta say. So it says, then I said, I will not feed you. It says, let what is dying die, and what is perishing perish. Let those that are left eat each other's flesh, because it ain't gonna be no food, okay? They already running out of food. They telling you now that they own a food shortage, okay? All the animals are dying. They're being burnt up. You got white people running around sticking them with diseases, okay? You got white people over there killing all the chicken, killing all the supplies. On top of that, God is shot in the soil. So if they did try to do a slave trade, the ground would be just like that. It wouldn't grow no more. My people not going back into slavery. We not. The white man going into slavery. You going into slavery, nigga. So it says, bring it out, Father. That's powerful. It says, and I took my staff, beauty, and I cut it in two, that I might break the covenant which I made with all the peoples. That's right. With his people. So he separated us. Okay? So it says, so it was broken on that day. Thus the poor of the flock who were watching me knew that it was the word of Yahweh. Yep, those of us that didn't have no money and it was broke, and we was owning money with the Bible, we knew that it was God that was separating us. The weak from the strong. The poor from the rich. It says, then I said to them, if it is agreeable to you, give me my wages, and if not, refrain. So they weighed out for my wages 30 pieces of silver, because that's the white man. The white man owed God, okay? He owes Yahweh. So it says, and the Lord said to me, wait, Slakia, he talking to his prophets. Throw it into the powder. Slakia, he talking to his prophets. So let me repeat this. I went off. So it was broken on that day. Thus the poor of the flock who were watching me knew that it was Yahweh, it was the word of Yahweh. That's right. A lot of us that saw GMS, And a lot of us that saw that wisdom in the way they broke the Bible down, and nobody could do what they did. We knew that it was God. We knew it was Yahweh. So it says, then I said to them, if it is agreeable to you, give me my wages, and if not, refrain. So they weighed out for my wages 30 pieces of silver. And Yahweh said to me, throw it into the potter. Throw it to the potter. That princely price they set on me. So I took 30 pieces of silver, threw them into the house of Yahweh for the potter. Then I cut off 2 of my other staffs, bonds, that I might break the brotherhood between Judah and Israel, meaning that he separated the real prophets from the fake prophets, the followers, the Christians from the Israelites, okay? Because Christianos Serapis is a religion, okay? It's called Christianos Serapis, all right? I kind of reversed the name, but I'm still on money, you know what I'm saying? So Christianity is actually an ancient white practice. That's what it is, okay? They call us Christians because they used to worship Serapis as a god, okay? When he was just a white man, all right? So now today, they call us Christians because the same doctrine, which is this wicked-ass Jesus Christ doctrine, was in another form. And it was called Christianity, okay? And Serapis Christians was Christian Serapis, Salakia. This white man was pushing that. He thought that he was God, okay? And he wasn't. So that's why today we got the name Christians, okay? But a real Christian is an Israelite. That's an Israelite. We go back to our nationality. We go back to who we are. Our hair is woolly and curly. And we black. And we like burnt in the furnace, okay? As people look like the mire of the streets. Meaning that in my past life, I was darker than this. It's just to protect me from the sun, you know? I love you guys that are listening to my live feed, man. I love you Negroes, you Mexicans, and you Indians. You know what I'm saying? I love you guys. I love you guys. This is all for you. This is all for you. So it says, and Yahweh said to me next, take for yourself implements of the foolish shepherd. Meaning that we took the tools of the shepherd. We took the tools of the pastors and we used it against them. We took the Bible from them. We took their sword. You're not even using the sword right. So I picked it up and I took it from the pastor. Give me that shit. That's mine. You ain't no pastor, nigga. You a liar. You just want to make your money off this Bible and hide in that bitch-ass church. You sitting on the throne like you God. That's why these wicked-ass pastors and these dumb-ass Christians, they're going to die with them. So it says, for indeed I will raise up a shepherd in the land who will not care for those who are cut off. We don't give a fuck. Nor seek the young, nor heal those that are broken, nor feed those that still stand. But he will eat the flesh of the fat and tear their hooves in pieces. Because the hooves represent a man's ego. So we break your fucking crown on your head, you're going to respect it. That's the only time you're going to respect it. That's wicked as hell. So it says, woe to the shepherd that don't feed the flock. Woe to the worthless shepherd who leaves the flock. A sword shall be against his arm. It says, and against his right eye. Meaning that God knows that the military going to put the gun to your head. Hey, God's smart. God's smart, boy. Hallelujah. Thank you, Father. That was wisdom. Let's repeat that. Woe to the worthless shepherd who leaves the flock. Don't drop the plow. Don't give up. No matter how long it takes, keep going. Because it's going to happen. When it happens, you don't want to go and get your damn Superman cape and you come back on the street talking about Yahweh, about shimmy outside. And you should have been out there the whole time, okay? So I'm on my 2nd year. So, yup, I'm not going nowhere. I want to see this happen. And that's powerful because he knows that the white man going to have a gun to your head. Woe to the worthless shepherd woe to the worthless shepherd who leaves the flock, who abandoned GMS. Hey, y'all gonna be in trouble, dog. If the Lord, like the GMS say, give me a moment, y'all. So even if the Lord forgave you, he will let you back into the congregation. So it says, because the Most High is merciful. But you're not supposed to drop the plow. You're not supposed to say, I quit, and then go into the house. And then, because if you quit on the Lord. So it says, his arm shall completely wither, and his right eye shall be totally blinded. It says, the burden of the word of Yahweh against Israel. Thus says Yahweh, to you Negroes, you Mexicans and you Indians. God is talking to you. So it says, who stretch out the heavens, lays the foundation of the earth, and forms the spirit of a man within him. That's right. Hallelujah, Lord. Break it down because you know what you made. Break it down, Yahweh. Behold, I will make Jerusalem a cup of drunkenness to all the surrounding peoples when they lay siege on Judah and Jerusalem. When they lay siege on Judah and Jerusalem, and it shall happen in that day that I will make Jerusalem a very heavy stone for all peoples. Because all peoples going to try to kill the Negroes and the Mexicans and the Indians. Because they all black at the end of the day. They all black people. Salakia, they all Israelites. Because it's still disrespectful to call them black and niggas. That's disrespectful, dog. That's disrespectful. So it says, you got to watch your back. You know what I'm saying? Let me pick my bag up. You got to watch these people, man. Be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove, like the Lord say. Be circumspect, like the owl. My nigga, hey. Y'all be circumspect like the owl. He might not be able to go 360 degrees, but he could go 350, 340. He's still circumspect all the way around. All the way around, like the Lord say. Watch your surroundings. So it says, like y'all, I was cleaning my lips. You know, my lips turn crack white, and I be sitting there screaming at people. You know what I'm saying? They laughing at me like, yo, lips crack white, boy, you better wipe. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. My big ass lips, excuse me. So it says, behold, I will make Jerusalem a cup of drunkenness to all the surrounding peoples. When they lay siege against Judah and Jerusalem, that's the COVID-19 being activated, and it shall happen in that day that I will make Jerusalem a very heavy stone for all the peoples. They ain't gonna be able to bring them down, and they ain't gonna be able to pick them up. So it says, a very heavy stone for all the peoples, and they ain't gonna be moved. All who would heave it away will surely be cut in pieces, though all nations of the earth are gathered against it. That's right, meaning that the white man going to go round up all the other white kingdoms, because they all white, okay? Ain't no such thing as India. Ain't no such thing as Africa. Well, no, Africa is Hamites, but they're still part of the white man too. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, ain't no such thing as Chinese. They all white, okay? Because all of those China, Russia, India, Japan, they all used to belong to black people. Rome used to belong to the blacks. The only thing that the white man had was Petra, and that was underground. So if you read the truth about Dante's Inferno, it's talking about Edom, the city's underground, and where the white people came from. So it says, that's to me in my eyes, you know? But you kind of get the picture, you know what I'm saying? Like how almost every movie got something to do with the Bible. You know what I'm saying? They ripping them out. They even use certain emotions out of the Bible, like love, hate. You know what I'm saying? Like 50 Shades of Grey. That's a love movie. You know what I'm saying? Every single emotion that you do, they turn the movies into emotions. You know what I'm saying? Like violence. You know what I'm saying? That's easy. Transformers. You know what I'm saying? Or racism. Minority Report. That's easy. You know what I'm saying? Like the movie Annabelle that's coming out. That's racism. They gonna make y'all clash. Y'all remember what Charles Manson called it? Helter Skelter. So it says, in that day, says Yahweh, I will strike every horse with confusion and its rider with madness. I will open my eyes on the house of Judah, and I will strike every horse of the peoples with blindness. Meaning that they're going to be killing, and they ain't even going to know who the chosen are. The chosen just going to be able to sneak by in safety, while everybody else getting murdered and killed, okay? Because everybody not going to get saved by the war. It's going to be a war of confusion. So it says, and the governors of Judah shall say in their heart, the inhabitants of Jerusalem are my strength, and Yahweh Shemel Shai, their God. And that day I will make governors of Judah like a fire pan, and wood pile. Ooh, you see them California fires and all that, cooking the shit out this white man, nigga. And the fire pan, he keeps and the fire pan could be a form of the sun, Because the white man, he got his melanin removed when he was Cain. Okay? So he white. So God is frying the shit out of his ass. And the Most High is so mad, he don't care about autumn. He don't care about winter. God say, it's going to be all summer for your white ass. You ain't going to be able to escape my light. Okay? So it says, "And that day I will make the governors of Judah like a fire pan and in the wood pile." It says, and like a fiery torch in the sheaves. They shall devour all the peoples on the right hand and on the left. But Jerusalem shall be inhabited again in their own place. Hallelujah. The remnant, we're going to survive. While the rest of you niggas and you Indians and you black people, you rest of you niggas and you Indians and you Mexicans fighting these white niggas, and y'all don't believe, y'all going to die. Y'all going to pay the way for us. We're just going to walk on your dead bodies to Israel. Bye. I'm not going to have no mercy. I don't care no more. You don't get the truth now? When you going to get it? Stop being so nice to these white niggas and grow some balls. Be a man. So it says, Yahweh will save the tents of Judah first. Because the tents of Judah is the ones that believe first. We believe. And the ones that believe are the tribe of Judah originally. Even though I think I'm the tribe of Benjamin, because my people are Jamaican, okay? Let's get to it. Because the 12 tribes of Israel, how the fuck the white man gonna say he the Egyptians and he's the Jews? What the fuck? God say, oh, you think you funny. That was funny. That was funny to me. So it says, "In that day, Yahweh will defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, the one who is feeble." Wait, Salakia. It says, Yahweh will save the tents of Judah first. That's the chosen. So that the glory of Yahweh, the glory of Yahweh, the house of David, and the glory of the inhabitants of Jerusalem shall not become greater than that of Judah. Because the Judah, we was the first ones. And that's GMS, man. That's Paul, who is Alba Bivens, okay? That's the legendary prophet who put this all together. That was John, okay? John was here, okay? And he died in the truth. But he completed his work. And he'll be back in the last days to whoop some ass. But for now, he's